So a history of very controversial covers, but all of them making a statement, and no doubt this one is going to be making one for quite some time. Mia?
It was Teresa Tang from our Vancouver newsroom. And of course, it's the cover that really sells the magazine. Earlier, Ian spoke to Tom Gierasimczuk, the editor-in-chief of BC Business magazine. He's one of the people who makes the tough decision on what picture should make the cover. We asked him what he thinks of the controversy.
It's no surprise that print media is struggling, and sort of newsstand sales of any kind can only help. I think they're under pressure just to make an impact in an increasingly saturated media market, and this was absolutely a no-brainer. I think I would have done the same thing under the context of that this isn't about glorifying. This isn't about some wacko who decides to go out and kill children. This is a story, and that's what they covered. They covered the story. What were the elements of society that contributed to his actions? And you have to remember, this story went away. This story went away after he was captured, after that manhunt that captivated all of us. After that, it was sort of wrapped up with a nice bow on top. We were all waiting the trial. We knew that he was basically done for. I think this story is going to answer a lot of questions that weren't answered by the daily media.
Here's the problem in a lot of people's minds. Take a look at that cover, and he looks great. He almost looks like a rock star. And so some people find that really offensive. Put him on the cover if you must. Certainly write about him, but don't make him look like that. Your reaction?
Absolutely. It's the Rolling Stone way. They are a magazine about youthful rebellion and sort of spirit. And I think they were spoofing themselves a little bit in saying that let's put him on and make him look like Jim Morrison a little bit. Absolutely, it was a low-hanging fruit. They had to take it. However, I don't think they were glorifying that in any way. And frankly, he went under the radar. The Boston Bomber was under the radar for a lot of people. And I think this story and this cover captures that. He looks like the boy next door. He looks like someone your daughter would bring home, and that's disturbing. And I think that impact of a disturbing photo that this cover represents is a lot more truthful to the story.
There is an adage that no publicity is bad publicity. In other words, we're talking about it, and more people are probably aware of Rolling Stone magazine than they have been in a long, long time. But we're hearing about major chains in the United States that are not going to be carrying this magazine. And I assume newsstand sales are critical for Rolling Stone. Do you think maybe they miscalculated here?
Obviously, you would think that, given the initial blowback. However, I think there needs to be an appreciation for them sticking to their guns and telling the stories that matter. I mean, this isn't the first time they had a serial killer on the cover. They had Manson. They don't shy away from political controversy. They had Romney, et cetera, et cetera. They had Obama. So just because their covers tend to feature, Jay-Z and Beyonce, the guts of the magazine inside is some pretty hard-hitting journalism, and I'd say some of the best political and societal journalism in America today.
That was Tom Gierasimczuk, the editor-in-chief of BC Business magazine, speaking to Ian earlier.